Hi, welcome to my space. Uh, Today I'd like to talk to you about our inner wars, fights, struggles. Have you been feeling tired lately? But a different tired, almost like internally tired. Some say, oh, I'm just exhausted with everything, but they don't really know what they're tired and exhausted with or of. The job is the same, daily routines are the same. Some try to think maybe it's the weather, maybe it's humidity, maybe it's something else. What I've noticed though, while talking to my friends and talking to my clients, is that these days more than ever, a lot of people is tired of the internal fight they're having with themselves, within themselves. And what I'm talking about here. So, do you know that you have this inner voice? Is it your mind? Is it your ego? Let's not talk about this right now, but you have this internal voice that comments. It will comment on other people in your head. It will comment after you have a conversation with someone. Then you'll think about the conversation and you will have comments. I should have done this. Maybe I should have said that. Now, why did he say that? Why did it happen like that? That was weird. Oh, I don't like this, or I don't like her. And it keeps going and going. Now, that's a process of your mind trying to figure out what has just happened and how do I feel about what just happened. Now, going deeper into it, the whole conversation that you're hearing is okay as long as you don't contradict it. If you start fighting with yourself in your head, saying, why do I even think this? No, it was okay. It was okay. Why am I saying that she didn't look nice or that she wasn't nice? No, she was nice. I mean, she said hi and everything. No, but her voice felt weird and I didn't feel good vibe, and I don't know, she became weird lately. And then again, you're like, no, why would you say that? We shouldn't say that about people. And so you're contradicting yourself within your thoughts. That's very tiring. This is like having war within yourself. And remember, the outside world reflects our inner world. If we want to see the changes in the outside world, we need to change the inside vibration first. So if you're at war inside of yourself, if we all are as people, what are we vibrating like and what are we manifesting, right? And we're very surprised that there's wars around us. The evolution is on such a high level and we still have wars, right? So that's just a side note, but let's go back to that inner conversation. Well, then what to do in those situations? Because it's not, like I said, it's not that it's happening, it is your reaction to what's happening. So your thoughts are connected to your emotions, and all that is happening within your energy system, and it's happening in the connection with your subconscious mind. So you're replaying, you can say, past traumas, experiences. You're replaying the programs, the things, the situations that you've been in, and your subconscious has an idea about it, has an opinion about it already. And it all happens from childhood, when we don't know much and we're learning about life, and you meet other people and you are like a sponge when you are near your parents and near your siblings, near your family members, and when people come to interact with them, you pick up on the clues, not only what your parents say to the other siblings, to the neighbors, but also how they feel. So all this programming is on top of your own programming, on top of your own habitual thoughts and thinking processes. It kind of sits in your subconscious mind. So when we interact with each other, after that's done, we have opinions about it also, just like we did then. Just like, for example, when someone came to visit to your parents, an aunt or a neighbor, they left and the parents started talking about them. Oh, this and this. Sometimes it was good conversation, positive feedback. Sometimes it was not, right? But you've learned this. You've learned that that's how it is. And so this is part of your programming. This is part of your subconscious mind. On top of that, if the interaction with another person has an emotional effect on you, they say something that kind of triggers you, it doesn't sit well with you. It wasn't truth, but you didn't say anything, but then inside you got a little upset. They were looking a certain way, they commented about someone, right? Or they commented about you, or they said something like, oh, if I were you, I would do this, for example, right? And then you had an emotional response. All of this is connected. Your thoughts are connected with your emotions, which are all connected to your subconscious mind. And sometimes we act like children, because on the conscious level, you're a grown person and you know what you can say, what you cannot say, what you should say, what is nice, what is not nice, and how you would want you to feel, speak, and how you would want the world to look like. But when you get triggered, you start acting inside like that 3-year-old, 7-year-old child that got triggered in your childhood when someone said something not nice to you, or that you thought that they're not being nice, or they're not hearing you, they're not paying attention, they don't want to hear what you have to say, whatever the situation was, you're not getting what you want, you're not getting your favorite toy, you think the world is not fair, whatever it was, right? At the moment, no one really spent time with you to process that emotion. Those emotions are still within. So during the interactions with others, they get triggered, but also, and that's what I want to talk about today, is when the interaction ends, you have time where that emotion or those thoughts are still active, and you keep thinking about it, and you keep reliving, and your thoughts get stimulated. Now, like I said, it's okay that you're having thoughts, but it is how you're reacting to them that is important part. Because let's say, for example, you met with your girlfriends, and there were different girlfriends, so from different backgrounds, and you had a lot of conversations about a lot of topics, and then some of them were not sitting well with you for some reason, but you didn't say anything, but your emotion got triggered. You left the group, you're driving home, or you got home, you're trying to relax and go to bed, and those conversations are in your mind. And then what do you do with that? That's the key, because very often when I was talking to my clients or to my friends, they said, well, I tried to calm myself down. Well, I said, well, how do you do that? Well, for example, if I start thinking that, oh, maybe I should have said something, or like, oh, maybe they didn't mean that. They said it kind of mean way, but maybe they didn't mean that. So it's okay. I should let it go. And I said, so by doing this to yourself, how do you act to yourself like? Who are you becoming to yourself? And then after a while, it was like obvious they're trying to parent themselves. but in what way they're trying to parent themselves. Like their parents parent themselves. I'm sorry, like their parents tried to parent them, which is the cause of the trauma. Because think about it. If someone tells you that you're feeling this and you have this emotion and you don't know what to do about it, and someone says, oh, don't worry about it, it will go away, just go and take care of something else, or this is really silly, you shouldn't be even thinking about this. That's what your parent would say, right? Now we need something else to heal those traumas and to feel seen. We need acceptance. How different would it be if when you were a child, you came with emotions running and you're upset and you just don't know what to do and you're confused and this happened and I didn't know what to say and they acted like this and I didn't defend myself, and if your parent just sat there and be with you and said, yes, tell me more. I accept that you're feeling like that. I am with you. I understand that you felt not heard, that maybe you felt not important. Maybe you felt like you didn't matter. And whatever else they could say or even ask the child, how are you feeling then? How are you feeling? To allow the child to speak their feelings, to really express what's inside of them, what's really boiling inside of them. And that parent would be accepting whatever comes out of that child. If it's anger, if it's frustration, if it's whatever emotion it is, the emotion is there to be felt, to be acknowledged, to be accepted first of all. So the healing and transformation that I work with my clients through starts with acceptance. And we don't really understand that word because we think that when I accept something, then I am allowing it to stay and I am allowing the things to be as they are because I accept it. It cannot be further from the truth. When you're, for example, feeling frustrated and not heard, not important, and you turn to yourself and you admit to yourself, yes, universe, yes, God, yes, I feel not important. I feel that I'm not heard. I feel that I should have maybe said something at that meeting with girlfriends or with my friends or with family. I feel like maybe I didn't stand up for myself and now I am feeling confused. Whatever the feeling is, it is the acceptance of it that starts the healing process. When you're accepting it, you're acknowledging it, you're validating it. When you're accepting it, you're basically saying, yes, you are, you exist. I feel you, I see you. I acknowledge you, you're here. It is the same acceptance that we were looking for during the childhood. For our parents to look at us and be able to see us and acknowledge, yes, I see you're upset. I see you're going through something. Tell me about it. What do you need right now? What do you need right now? What can I do for you? What do you need? I see that you're going through something. Tell me more. If the child were allowed to speak and process it, even without understanding, but the acceptance of another, when they see you and they listen to what you have to say, to your emotions, to how you're feeling, it is the same. It's healing. It's very healing. You know how sometimes you talk to a very good friend and you felt heard and you just very calm and you're like, wow, this was really great conversation. I really feel much better. Yes, because someone accepted whatever you had to say without judgment. This is something you can do to yourself, or I should say for yourself, when you're having these conversations in your head. First, listen to them. Just have them be there like clouds on the sky, just moving through. Oh wow, well, there's a thought. Whoa, that's a lot of thoughts. Okay, now when those thoughts starts to trigger emotions, because thoughts are gonna bring up some memories maybe, or some words that you heard, allow yourself to accept what you're feeling. And again, what does that mean? Yes, I feel this and that. Wow. Try to name it. Name the emotion. If you don't know what you're feeling, yes, I don't know what you're feeling, but I don't know what I'm feeling, but it doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel good. Okay, ask yourself, okay, how does it feel? Look into your body and say, okay, it feels like knots in my stomach and my throat is tight. Yes, that's what I'm feeling. Accept it. When you do, the acceptance opens the door to the congestion of the energy, of the emotion, of those unresolved thoughts, emotions, of everything that's in your subconscious mind that is kind of trying to clear. It's trying to find light. It's trying to find the consciousness that you are, trying to find the love. You know that when we're children, all we want really from the parents, we say we want love, but what love really is? It is the acceptance. When someone is with you and they see you and hear you, and they accept you as you are. Give that love to yourself. Be with your emotions. Be with your thoughts. Allow yourself to feel and parent yourself that way, not in the way to say, oh no, you shouldn't be thinking like that. Oh, come on, you're a grown woman. Why do you even bother? Like, why do you even let them talk about whatever they want to talk about? Let him be mad at you. It's okay. He's like that. He's just like that. And here you're nervous, and it's not about him. It's not about them. It's about you and your inner peace. You can find your inner peace and the self-love by starting to accept what you're feeling and being the best parent, the loving and accepting parent to yourself. Not mimicking anymore what you've learned, what programs you still carry from childhood, but loving and accepting yourself. Because acceptance, again, doesn't mean it's gonna stay like that. It's the opposite. Acceptance will open the door for you to see yourself, to love yourself with all of your emotions. And so, blessings. And I wish you good luck with this process. It's really worth it. Have a good day.